Another hat in the ring for the 2024 presidential run, Rohit. This time it is Ron DeSantis.
Yes, it's getting very, very interesting, the 2024 race. Ron DeSantis is to announce his bid for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination in a live-streamed Twitter chat with the platform's billionaire owner, Elon Musk.
He will be banking on borrowing some of the tech mogul's star power to outshine the clear frontrunner here, who is Donald Trump.
Yes, the former president has swept all before him in the early stages of the contest and is polling in greater numbers than all the other contenders combined. DeSantis is starting his ultra-conservative record as governor of Florida as a blueprint for the United States of America. The announcement will come with a campaign launch video and the start of a 3-day retreat in Miami for some of the Republican leaders' wealthiest donors.
They will be briefed on the campaign before the governor makes a swing through several early voting states next week. Long viewed as the most viable challenger to twice-impeached Trump, DeSantis is better known than most of the hopefuls in the chasing pack for the Republican nomination. However, he still lacks the frontrunner's national profile. The Twitter format offers DeSantis a dual advantage here. It gives him precious access to Musk's 140 million followers, many of whom are in Trump's base. If he wins the nomination, he will gain the attention of a chunk of younger, less conservative voters that he will likely need for a shot at the White House. Now, of course, Ron DeSantis seen as the major rival for Donald Trump, and to understand this better and to understand how this affects Trump's nomination as well, let's just go across to Rohit. Rohit, what do you have for us?
Yes, in fact, Ron DeSantis is one of the leading challengers for Donald Trump. But the question is, can he take on Trump successfully? That's the question. Let's look at how the contest stacks up at the moment. Now, Ron DeSantis still lacks the frontrunner's national profile. That's what analysts are saying. Right now, Trump is polling greater numbers, but the question is whether Ron DeSantis can take him on. Analysts are saying that 44-year-old Florida governor's official launch comes with his ratings in decline. This despite the slate of right-wing legislative wins in his state. A number of donors are worried that Ron DeSantis may have peaked too soon. So that's what some of the donors are worrying about. Now, what else? He faces the daunting task of closing an enormous polling gap. Trump is posting leads close to 40% at the moment. Now, what else? What works for DeSantis? The most viable challenger to twice-impeached Donald Trump, DeSantis is better known than most of the hopefuls in this race. He is seen as the most viable challenger to twice-impeached Donald Trump. Now, what else? Now, DeSantis goes into the campaign with a large cash advantage over rivals. He has a war chest of around $100 million. So that's another advantage for DeSantis. Now, DeSantis has seen a strong turnout at recent campaign events. So that is also something to watch out for, something that Trump would also be looking at very, very closely. Now, he's popular among the suburban women voters who see Trump as toxic. Remember, Trump's multiple comments are being seen as misogynist ones, and so he enjoys support among women voters, the conservative women voters. Now, what else works for DeSantis? He's tagged as, quote-unquote, a winner, and there is no such tag for Trump after 2020. Remember, he's won the gubernatorial race also in Florida, so he's tagged a winner. Trump lacks that tag at the moment. So that's what works for DeSantis. The question again is, can he effectively take on Donald Trump, who is still polling higher numbers? We spoke to Susan Tehrani from New York earlier, and she explains if the fact that Ron DeSantis may make the announcement during a live Twitter event with Elon Musk, does that mean Musk is endorsing DeSantis?
That's a tricky question. While the campaign launch will definitely tie Elon Musk to one of the Republican Party's rising stars, and while Elon Musk, at least last year, indicated that should DeSantis run for president, he would endorse him, Musk has confirmed DeSantis' participation on his platform. However, he has made clear that he was not going to formally endorse DeSantis, at least not at this time. He said on Tuesday that, quote, "I think it's quite groundbreaking that there will be a major announcement of this type on social media," adding, quote, "not going to endorse any particular candidate for president quite yet." However, reports indicate that many in the DeSantis camp believe that Musk's participation on this platform with DeSantis is a clear indication that he is indeed endorsing the governor.
We also spoke to Susan Tehrani to try and understand if former President Donald Trump is leading in the polls and what the prospects are for DeSantis to win the nomination.
Experts say in order for DeSantis to win the nomination, one of two things needs to happen. First of all, he needs to ensure that more of the party's establishment don't back Donald Trump. With the backing of more Republicans, there is no stopping Donald Trump, notably as he dominates the press coverage in favor of himself. The second option for DeSantis is to win either Iowa or New Hampshire. That's not a significant move per se, but it is important for the nomination. It's good news for DeSantis that he is actually polling pretty well in those states as opposed to nationally, even though his numbers are still below Donald Trump.